my royal one. My very first on this mold and the first stallion of the mold is the Black Andalusian Stallion. Today I'm going to be doing showing on all horses that I have on this mold, which is technically up to right now 6, which is pretty awesome. This is the one mold that I have the most horses on of right now. I think will be the most I'll ever have. I'm planning to get like 3 more horses of this mold to complete the collection of this particular horse. So obviously the reason why this specific only on this one other than all of the other ones I have here set aside that I'll show you in a minute has a homemade halter and lead and a blanket. Everybody has, of course, a ribbon based on what category and breed that they're in. So since this guy has red, he's part of my military group, and he is number 3 within the 4-officer group of my military starter. The other 2 in front of him is Patriot and Illumination. After Royal 1, which is a name because this mold never given a name, is Persepolis. And then after that, it just goes with the regular military horses. So I'll later be doing a updated haul video on all my collections so far, so you guys can get an update on what new horses, what old new horses, kind of the new organization I've done on that. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be doing that soon, probably this week. So we're gonna put this guy set aside. I love him. He's my favorite. I actually want to get a second black, just kind of have with not having to wear any tack. So he can just kind of sit there on a shelf with my other horses, my other military. So that is number 1, Royal 1. Number 2, of course, he's a performance horse though, but he still applies to the kind of the breed, obviously. He wears orange, which is for my single breeds. So this is Templado, and he's like a pearly white gray. At least I've seen people say. There you can kind of see. He does have a light dappling, I think, in certain areas, but I might be wrong. This line does not do him justice. Okay. There you go. There you can see the pearly sheen on his tail. He has that through the entire body, actually. He's really cool. I really like him. He's really, really nice. He's actually kind of heavier, I feel. I mean, they're all about the same weight, but I just feel in comparison, this guy's a little on the durable, heavy side. And he also has his owner signature in gold. So that's what you get when you see him. I can't read it. It's a really fancy cursive. There we go. So he's a handsome boy. So he hangs over in my single breeds. And he's really great to photograph, especially for a Royal 1. He's also great photographic. I really love this mold. It's really easy to work with photography, and I haven't done any filming yet with this mold, but definitely planning to do that soon. I actually remember doing a little bit of filming with this guy when I did his unboxing review video, not unboxing. So he's a stunning, he's a stunner. So he's my second regular horse of this mold breed. The rest of them are all decorators. So just wanted to get the first 2 regular horses, stallions out of the way real quick. Next, I don't really have these in order, just thread just as they were. So this is my most recent buy of the Andalusian Stallion, which is Prism, and he's in glossy. He's actually the only one on this mold I have is in glossy, which is pretty interesting. But it's really cool to have the diversity and the uniqueness. This guy's amazing. I love his coloring. I love the gold hooves. Funny is that the solid colored legs are really like a dark antique gold, and then the other ones are like a yellow gold. So it's really interesting that they have that combination. And then they have a light tone of a purple instead of a darker purple, so that's very interesting they did that. I mean, it does start dark up here, but yeah, it just kind of did a soft plum color or whatever not. And he's amazing. He does have red up here, and it's really a bright red. and then it gets blended in with in here, and then it goes straight to orange. So it's very interesting how they did that gradient with the red-orange contrast transfer. And then I don't know if people see this, but for mine, I still always see a unicorn head up here, like only on this side. I don't know why. It just looks like that for me. But all the shapes just look like regular Pinto markings. So yeah. So this guy was pretty cool. I'm really glad I got him. I had some hope by getting him actually. So definitely keeping him. I'm never selling him. So he's in excellent, perfect condition. And it came out the month of my birthday, which is January of this year. So that's pretty cool that they released it. But of course, the actual store release was until obviously like a month ago. So yeah. Alright, let's move over here a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna move him down. And by the way, I do have a new unboxed copy of this guy. It's still for sale. So if you're interested, please direct contact me down below, or if you have an Instagram or Snubs, definitely message me through either of those two. My username for Queen YouTube is Briarheart94. My full name is Amber Halverson, so in case you need those sources, those are there. So I'll be putting those in the description for in case you forget, and also within the slides at the end of this video. Okay, next horse, okay, might as well do it with my Christmas horse, is Della Renaissance Stallion. So he is 2005 Christmas horse, and he's like a bay plum horse, I would say. He's really cool. I mean, the tack makes him feel really heavy. This little pouch over here says this is the season, so it's pretty cool. I think it's Della Mar Renaissance, I think it's how to pronounce his name. I might be wrong. You can correct me if you want. He has a beautiful star right there. I actually did a few photos with him without his tack, but I haven't done anything with his tack, so that might be in the future. And these are all my deckers wear these ribbons. It just looks super translucent on Prism because how light his colors are. So this guy's vintage. He's retired, obviously. It's kind of hard. I mean, there are people selling this guy, so eBay is probably the best way to go. Maybe Snubs. It depends. But primarily Craigslist and eBay for this guy. You can find me on Amazon, but it's pretty expensive. And maybe your local bar store, but that's if you're selling Christmas horses. So this guy's primarily, I done like 3 photo shoots with this guy, so he's primarily going to stay on the shelf as is because I don't want to have him any issues. And I don't want to ruin those nice, handsome horseshoes on him. He's got gold horseshoes. Isn't that cool? So yeah. Alright. So we gone through 4. We got 2 more. Alright, next one is the Cancer Benefit model. His nickname's Cancer, but I like to call him Healer. Because horses are very therapeutic for those who are having a lot of problems and health problem issues. So he is in amazing condition. I got him also a new box off of eBay about a year ago, I think. So he was pretty cool. He looks really dark, and obviously the lighting. So he's my only translucent within this mold. So yeah. As for translucent horses, this is my 3rd traditional. I'm not a huge fan of translucent, but they're pretty nice. I mean, if depends on what it is, of course. I'm more a fan of glossy, matte than translucent, but it's good to have variety, so it's pretty nice. I think this guy came out in 2011, and he was there's another Cancer horse, but I prefer this mold, and I love this mold. This, you can see all the pink ribbons around him. It's really cool. Yeah. It's pretty nice. Do warn that especially the mane can chip if you drop or a little too aggressive with your horse, especially for this mold. This part right here accidentally chipped one time. My boyfriend was, I think, pressed himself too of the chair too far. Or something happened. I don't know exactly. I wasn't exactly looking, but somehow this guy fell backwards or forward on the side, and his main chipped. And he was able to glue it back together, so I just be a little careful, make not sure that it doesn't get re-chipped, because that would be a really big pain. Yeah. So, but other than that, be really, really nice. This guy came out in December of 2009, actually. Never mind. I got the year mixed up. I think it was 2009 to 2011, I think, is his issue period to come out, I think. But he's pretty awesome. Yeah. He's definitely also a retired horse, so if you, obviously eBay is probably one of the best places to find, or also Snubs, and maybe Facebook, but mostly eBay is the place to find if you want to get these guys. And also, like Prism, this neck ribbon also is based on certain lighting, blends in really well with the body. It has almost like a pearly shine, it looks like in certain lighting, but it's perfect. It's like absolutely translucent. So it's pretty cool. And then the last one of this mold, I saved the best, one of the best for last, is my Unicorn Stallion. Now this guy also did not come with a name like the original, and I gave him a name. His name actually is Magic, like the mystical magic, and he is so handsome. I love him. I cannot wait to make time to do photos with this guy. So cool. Each unicorn stone I have a different color variation. I have two that are they're with pearl, white, and blue combination. But this guy is like that lavender blend, and he has some dappling on his barrel and his bed over here and his hip. Trying to think of anything else that he does. It's both sides actually. So this side, you have to look really close. So it's on that side, and I think it's also on this side too. So yeah, it's just, oh, and okay, so you can see it on this shoulder, which is really interesting, but you don't see it on this shoulder. So yeah, I think I'm glad they kind of did that so that to make him look too scaly, and I don't really like to see it too scaly, because he's supposed to be a unicorn, not an actual horse. And it's really cool. He's got like a dark lavender for socks for his feet, legs. His feet I think are like a gray. I might be wrong. Maybe a metallic dark lavender. I'm not exactly sure about that. Don't quote me on that. The tip of his mane and his tail are like a lavender, so here you go, kind of see it better in the lighting. It looks darker in dark light, and he's really handsome. I actually got him for a steal deal on eBay, and now like his regular price I think is like 120, 100 something, This guy I actually got for a pretty steal deal. I don't remember if I offered 78.5 or something like that, but I ended up paying like that. It was like under $90, so I was really lucky when I did get him. It was about a year ago, sometime last year. I want to see if this guy has well, he does have a VIN number. Okay, so this is where I got mixed up. Okay, this guy was 2011, and Cancer was 2009, so that's where I got them all mixed up. So about I think a year to 2 year gap between the two horses. So this guy came out in September 2011. That's when his done, completed, copy, release, done part. And then of course, so the reason why he's wearing a fleur-de-lis, I thought it was really elegant. It stands out well. So my bulls, and my unicorns wear this ribbon. Is basically for creatures that are not horses or separate from the actual breeder, horse breed regular. So, because I don't think I've shown this ribbon too often, because yeah, it's not used as much basically beyond what the categories it's for. But he's really handsome. I'll keep him. Definitely. I'll do maybe a couple movies with him or short films or something. So he's pretty cool. And he's matte. So that is all of my Andalusian Stallions. I'll show you. I'm not gonna take off the halter, but I'll just show you him without his blanket on real quick before this video gets on too long. Okay, here we go. And this blanket, specifically this one, I have like 3 other blues, but this one's fresh, brand new in a box, so it looks pretty. That's why it's so clean. Alrighty, so this handsome boy is right here. Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed the stop button. I didn't want to do that. So what I was just talking about is I had a little bit of the light, your light bulb holder hit him. My barn was on a different night table, and it kind of hit him. I scratched it a little too hard. It scraped a little bit of paint, so I tried to fix it a little bit. But other than that, he's flawless. He's really, really nice. He has a tiny little nicking scrape, I think, at the right edge of a couple of hooves. But other than that, he's perfect condition. I really love him. So yes, his lonely loop. He had a girl named Marie. Marie. He has done my, this is my first, and then there's another one that Cephalus is wearing, actually. It's a red and black one. This is rose gold and a gray and, oh my god, I can't talk. Dusty gray rose, no, dusty rose and gray, I think that's what it is. Or rose gray, yeah, rose gray and blue. Halter and lead, and he's really handsome. I love him, and he wears it now. Only will take it off if I'm doing movies or photographs with him. But he's just staying on it because he moved out of the barn, and so now he lives on the shelf with all my other horses, military. He doesn't roommate with Illumination anymore. He used to, so that's why he didn't have a need to wear his halter all the time. But now he does. So he's a handsome boy. I love him. And so yeah, this is the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one I'll make. And I got a couple more review videos. Comment down below which mold you love most and how many you have in that mold. Like for me, this one I have the most on. It's also my kind of my primary mold, I would say. The Andalusian Stallion. I have 6 of them so far. 5 and then like 6. I plan to have like at least 2 to 3 more of the mold adding onto my collection. So it'll be like about 8, I think, or 9, actually 8, 9. So that is that. I would say the second most, because it ties like 2 other molds, but I would say the next mold that I have the most of is the Running Stallion mold. I have 4 of those, or 5. I think it's like 4 or 5. And then the next is the Eternal, and I have, actually no, they're next, because I have 5 of those. Eternal Stallion, I have 5. Then it's the Running Mustang mold, I have 4 of those. That I can, top of my head, I have like the most of, and their mold, conga. So yeah, you can kind of tell like the kind of the breeds I like and stuff. Excuse me. So anyway, thanks you guys for tuning in this little fun video of mine today. And definitely comment down below. See tell me what molds you love most and what you collect most, and tell me like how many you have within that mold as the quantity. You can tell me the names if you want as well. Just, you know, do what you like. Alright, see you guys later.